Hey, how you doing, guys? This is Artiz Strouds, life coach and entrepreneur, coming to provide you a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. Is how to teach your kids about entrepreneurship. So if this is what you guys were looking for, this is what we're going to talk about today. So let's go ahead and get into it. And so, with that said, man, this is just one way on how to teach your kids how to do entrepreneurship, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. Man, I feel like we as parents are robbing our kids of the most important skills that they could ever learn, which the two of them are, sales, and the second one is marketing. That those skills alone is going to carry them. It works across all genres, all life. I'm talking about interviews. It works against business, it works for jobs, it works for everything. You name it, it works for everything. You're even selling people on yourself, on who you are. You're selling people on your ideas. You're selling people on, let's say, if you want to go to the movies. I'm selling you guys right now on watching my video on how to teach your kids how to do entrepreneurship. Sales is everywhere. We have to get out of our mind the notion that sales is bad. We may have had bad sales experience. I've had them just as much as you have. When I think of the word sales, the first thing I think of is sleaziness. We all, somebody trying to sell us something that we don't need or want, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And so I've had to redefine what sales is. And just kind of get that redirected, get that out of my mind on what sales is, because sales done right does serve people well. Okay, so I'll just say that sales done right does serve people well. And so here's a quote by, I believe it's Tom Ballou. He runs Impact Theory on YouTube, but he talks about money monetizes once, but skills monetizes over and over and over again. So you want to work to gain skills, and also skills make you more valuable. They make you more valuable in the marketplace. But those are the two most important ones that I would talk about. We can debate that stuff later, but let's go ahead and keep moving on. So specifically, the ways that we as parents rob our kids from how to learn about entrepreneurship. Do you guys remember this? This is the month for it. World's finest chocolate. Hey, you probably remember this growing up, you know what I'm saying? One of these boxes and stuff like that. But man, what do we do as parents? We want to support our kids, so what do? We take the box to work, email everybody that we know, hey, if you want chocolate, message me, my kid's selling it for school, blah, 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 blah. This is the same thing with Girl Scout cookies. I'm getting on you, parents. You sell for your kids. And so, in doing this was a great opportunity for me to teach my kids several different important things about sales. One, I got a chance to teach them about SMART goals. SMART goals starts with an S. SMART stands for specific. M stands for measurable. A stands for actionable. R stands for realistic, and T stands for timely. And we'll talk about that in what I'm talking about with you guys here. So anyway, my kids just got this chocolate February 1st, 2020. And so this is a relevant video. If you want to know, I drop relevant content all the time. So I was like, okay, cool. I was able to establish with them, why do y'all want to do this? And one of my kids was like, hey, I want to do this because I want to be principal for the day or whatever. And it's like, okay, cool. How many boxes you got to sell to do that? I got to sell 5 boxes. Okay, cool. And so now it's like, okay, we got the why there. I also get a chance to see, if they're excited about it. You know what I'm saying? The second one is measurable. Measurable is basically going out and selling, period. Actionable, that one's going out and selling. Realistic is that, can we realistically sell 4 boxes? We got 2 weeks. And this is another point to bring up, capacity. because I'm the one that's going to be taking them out Monday through Friday. We are not selling chocolates. to nobody. We're not going out to the neighborhood because it's hectic during the week. So that gives us, and it ends on February 10th. So that gives us, let's see, February 1st, as well as, I'm looking at it, and February 8th, which is a Saturday, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to replenish the boxes after you sell them because you got to take the money back to school and all that stuff. So we literally got 2 weeks, 2 weekends in order to sell 4 boxes. So is that possible? So, that wasn't realistic. So, got a chance to kind of scale that back and say, hey, we'll sell 2. What do I want? And they was like, why? So the second thing that they want, I think you get a chance to win like video games if you do 2 boxes. So that was more realistic for us. I was able to teach them that. And the thing is that, hey man, I'm a salesman, but I do not sell for my kids. We'll go to doors, but I do not sell for my kids. You know what I'm saying? I say, hey, I'm not selling this. This is you selling it. Because if you want it, because I want to see that fire and that spark in their eyes. If they want it, you're going to sell it. You know what I'm saying? Period. I'll go out with you, you know what I'm saying, and just be there as a chaperone, literally as a chaperone. But you're going to be talking to the people. You're going to be giving them the chocolates. You're going to talk about which flavors you got, why you're doing this, what organization this is for, all that good stuff. And so, man, yeah. So that was that. So with that said, we talked about time frame. We talked about why we get a chance to see if they're excited about it. And then we got 1 more week to sell this. So by the time this is shooting, the contest will be ending. So I'll just give you a real quick story because I'm gonna add 2 more in there. One is on the 1st, we did go up to Marietta, Oklahoma, and to my brother's place, and he lives in a complex where they have four buildings, okay? And while we were up there, and I got one of my sons selling and the other one selling too as well. So 2 of them are selling. We got 2 boxes of these big things with 30 in them. And it's 4 units, 8 other units. So basically, I get up there, I talk to my brother, and I also talk to another person. They say, hey, go to these places, go to these places. These places got kids, you know what I'm saying? They'll buy. This person, this is an older person, this person I know will buy, okay? And then I just told my kids, I said, bumps all that. We go into every door, every single door. I told them, in sales, you do not pre-qualify your customers, as far as in selling chocolate, candy and all that stuff. You ask everybody. So we went to every door. There's only 4, like I said, 4 complexes or 4, buildings. So we went to every single one of them. And I told them don't pre-qualify. And guess what? Man, we went to everyone, and one of my sons sold out all of his boxes except for 1. My second son sold the majority of his. He had about 10 left out of the 30. So as you see there, I told him, bottom line, you don't pre-qualify. You just basically go and talk to people and allow them to think and say no or yes, because you don't know what they have. You don't know what they want. You don't know if they got grandkids. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what, what's going on. So I don't pre-qualify when I talk to people. I share it and allow them to come back and say yes or no. The other thing is that too, I taught my kids that a lot of sales are missed because of lack of follow-up. So that's a key one too as well, follow-up. A lot of people don't follow up, you know what I'm saying? And so they got a chance to experience that too as well with follow-up. So anyway, I'm still in the process teaching them. This is their 3rd year doing this thing that they do every year. They sell this every year, and their goals are different every year about what they want to achieve and what they want to do, and we have to be realistic about it. But man, that's it. That is my conversation to you guys. Stop robbing your kids of one of the greatest skills that they can learn, especially young, because skills are, again, money is money. What is that? Money is it rolls over once, but skills maintain or go over and over again. So anyway, man, that's the message that I want to send to you guys today. Teach your kids SMART goals. So whether they're selling chocolates or they're selling Girl Scout cookies, allow to be passionate about it. Allow them, to to state what they want and then go out and just be a source of support and talking them through it. And don't pre-qualify. Be smart about the goals. Be realistic on your capacity. Are we going to do this during the week? Capacity means, well, are we going to do this during the week? How many actual days do we have to sell? You know what I'm saying? And so that's capacity wise. And if it's 2 parents and if y'all both going to go out, amen, that you figure out your capacity on how busy you guys are and what you can do. Also follow up. Another one is follow up. A lot of sales are missed in follow up. And lastly, do not pre-qualify your customers. Allow people, share what you're going to share and allow people to decide what they want to do. So, man, that's my message for today. This is Artiz Strouds, the life coach and entrepreneur, signing out. And if you have, put down below one comment about what you learned from this video on one thing that you learned from this video about how to, build entrepreneurs in regards to your kids. And hey, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I have more great content coming out. And lastly, please, share this with one other person if this has benefited you. I know it has. So share with one other person that it could benefit. And hey, until next Monday, this is Artiz Strouds, the life coach and entrepreneur, signing out. Take care. Peace. I got to stop spitting in the camera. Okay, anyway, take care. Peace.